Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Today, we're going to talk about all things New Year's resolutions. But first of all, how are we, guys? How are we doing?
Doing pretty well. Practically a month has gone by. It's at the time of this being released, it will be the 30th of January. So we've just about rounded off our first month of the year, and it's gone really well. For me personally, at least. How about you, George?
Yeah, I'm sweet. I'm sweet. Heck in the old structure. Let's get it. Yeah, to be fair, do you know what's scary is a month has gone already. That's what scares me the most, bro.
Mate, 1 out of 12. We're
1 out of 12
already
done.
It's going too quick.
wow,
We
Too
love
quick.
it. We love it.
absolutely.
you,
How
Dan?
about you, Dan?
Oh, he.
Yeah, no, it's going okay. It's going all right. Like I said, though, it's too quick.
Too
Too
quick.
quick for me. Like,
Too quick.
before you know it, the year's going to be over and everything, it's just moving mad. Everything's
No.
moving mad.
But I suppose in this little episode, obviously this is going to be like a little update. We're going to try and do basically at the end of every month. We're going to try and do an episode in which we recap on our New Year's resolutions that we made for ourselves back on the 1st of January, and see how our progress is going as the years go throughout. As the months go throughout, and just see any progress that we've made, really, because we want to keep ourselves held accountable, not just to each other, but to also you, the viewers, and make sure that you know that we're trying our best to do everything that we can. So, with that, I guess I'll go into my New Year's resolutions.
Yeah,
do it,
you
man.
take yours off. So, what kind of stuff are you doing at the moment to achieve your New Year's resolution?
I keep a little note into my wallet. I mentioned it previously in the last podcast that we did. If you haven't seen it, great podcast, go see it. But yeah, I have a little note that I put into my wallet, and it's got my 10 different resolutions. So I mean, I guess I'll go through them one by one. My first one would be like create a side hustle, a bit of extra money that comes in every month. I think it might have been with the rise of TikTok and just sort of it knowing what I like and then going from there. I've been actively trying to listen to more entrepreneurship podcasts because that's always helpful. I've been trying to see what sort of different side hustles I could logistically go into with little to no money. Although it's wasn't really my main aim. I think the Instagram page cocktail.capital, if you want to check it out, might become a slight side hustle. It doesn't have to be a lot a month. It could be like an extra 10 quid, but it's more the principle of like, okay, I'm doing more than is what expected of me, so that I can reap the rewards. Sort of proof of concept. But yeah, no, that's what I'm doing for that one. Become healthier and fitter. That's pretty short. Trying to like help my diet and drink as much water as I can. I think I average out around like a gallon of water every day, which makes me piss
Jeez,
pretty much
nice
every
one, man.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Create a YouTube channel. I can't do that at the moment. For obvious reasons. So right now, as we stand, the bars are closed. And most other shops, apart from convenience shops and like big stores, are closed. And so I don't have the money to facilitate buying all the alcohol for myself and creating a YouTube channel from there. Plus, I want to have it as like a good production sort of thing, something that I can really put a lot of time and effort into. I just don't think at this time of the year I can do that. But the Instagram page will definitely help me with that when I eventually get onto it.
The diet aspect. Are there any specific things that you're changing at the moment in your diet?
So, basically, what I'm trying to do is every time that I go to the shops, I will only buy things that are considered healthy for me. It's a thing within environmental psychology that if you surround yourself around things that are just healthy in your kitchen, you have literally no other option to eat unhealthily. Basically, I mean, you can obviously overeat and overindulge on certain, like if you overindulge on bread, but I'm trying to do that as well as like low carb, high protein, and also slightly just like intermittent fasting, which I know that you do, Dan, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Try to like start eating at 2 p.m., stop eating at 8 p.m., and then go through that. It's been quite hard. I'm not gonna lie to you because I just get really hungry when I wake up. As soon as I wake up, I start doing things, and that requires me to have the energy, which I just don't have. Well, not that I don't have. I just feel groggy, and I think that's just from the first starting couple of weeks, and I'll be fine after that. But yeah, that's how I'm getting healthier and fitter. Yeah. Then the fourth one I have is achieving all the podcast channel goals, which we are slowly but surely getting to. Yeah, so we've got a little wager on at the moment, as of recording this video, because well, actually, you know what? I'll let George explain it just for a brief
George,
second.
you can explain this one.
Yeah. So basically, I came up with this really complex and hard idea to do on TikTok, to upload daily. It's just me waking up, having a glass of water, and that's all I do. I literally just chug water. And when we literally started recording this, well, when we got into the call, it was on 5K views, which is mental. Like, what the fuck? Why is it?
And bearing in mind you uploaded it today.
Yeah,
so
I
it's the
uploaded
same
today
day.
at 9 o'clock. It's now 2 o'clock, right? We got in the call at like what 10 past 1. So within like a space of 4 hours, it got 5K views. Then all of a sudden, bro, it just started skyrocketing. So, and then we had the little wager that we have on is to guess the amount of views that we will have on that video after the episode. We stopped looking at it when it got to like 10.6K or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was about 11,
mental. Like
10K.
what the fuck? So thanks for that. Yeah, insane. But yeah, so we've got a little wager going on. Are we just gonna address what we said, or should we just like leave it as that?
I reckon we should just throw out the numbers, and then maybe at the end of the podcast have like a little bit where you see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because then
I
it
like
keeps
that.
us, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my personal estimate, which was quite high, but like optimistic, and it would be crazy if we got this number. I say we, it's more George's video, but it's on the main channel, TikTok. Is 70K, 70,000 people. A whole football stadium.
What the fuck?
Imagine that, bro. Imagine for fucking drinking water, 70K.
Mate.
I love TikTok, man. I love TikTok.
Such a hard website. Holy shit.
Go on, George. What was your estimate?
So my estimate was 27.3K. I think it's going to be between. It's so specific, but if I said it as well, if it lands on it, that means that I bought it, and I promise you, I swear, I swear, I don't even know how to buy views on TikTok. I swear, but obviously you probably can, but I don't do that. So yeah, I thought it was going to be between 20 and 30K because it was skyrocketing, but it can slow down very quick.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. My guess was 30K on the dot. You know. Why not?
By the way, these numbers are mental. Like,
these numbers are insane.
Like the fact that it got over 2K views is crazy. Even a K views is crazy. But yeah,
mate, yeah,
we'll come back to it after this episode.
We'll come back to it. Definitely listen to the end for us to get our reactions as to how it went and who was right. But yeah, achieving all the podcast goals. So we are slowly but surely ticking everything off. Obviously, we need consistency with that, so then we can fully assure ourselves that we have been held accountable to ticking off those goals. One of the goals that we are currently in progress is uploading every day on social medias. So the TikTok thing, for example, is a part of that daily regimen. Also on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, we're still working out how to do Facebook at the time of this recording, but hopefully by the time that this recording comes out, we would have already been, on Facebook. But yeah, that's one of the goals that we're really working hard to sort of get down. One of the other goals that I have is getting a new job, like a cocktail bartender, which I'm trying to reach out to people in the industry through the cocktail page, seeing if they work in London, seeing if I can just sort of get a conversation going, and then for later down, if I can possibly get a job from them, knowing them through the industry and etc. But that's my plan with that, but that's much later down in the year. Another one which is quite wholesome is take more pictures and print them out, get them in a photo album.
That's so
for a long time, I've kept loads of photos on my phone, and I'm like, it's nice to look back on, but for some reason, like they all kind of either little bits and pieces go to the iCloud, and I don't ever get to see them again. So I thought, you know what would be nice if I just store away loads of photos, make sure that I like number them individually, say maybe what happened on the days, and just have something to look back on for my 20s. Because really, I mean, this is the start of like my proper early 20s to late 30s. Like that's the whole journey along there. I'd love to document it, not just like personally, but also for the next generation, whether it be my kids or my nephews or nieces, just to see what I did and what I looked like. Because chances are I'm not having this hair for very long. Let's be honest. I'm not getting this back anytime soon.
Got
So
rid of the beard, you'll get rid of the hair too.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
When are you growing out your hair to like donate or something?
Yeah. So the plan with the hair, which is just like kind of was spurred out of laziness and also my genuine fear of going to the to the barbers, because I've had so many fucked up haircuts. So December of 2019 was the last time I had my haircut.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, it's been going on for a year and a month now. So I'm planning now to keep on growing it for probably like another 2-3 years. So then it gets down to like 12 to 18 inches. And then from that point, I'll put it in a ponytail, I'll chop it off, and I'll give it to the Princess Trust. If you don't know who they are, they're a great charity that takes people's hair and basically makes them into wigs for unfortunate children who have gone through chemotherapy and just need a self-confidence boost. But yeah, that's the main plan.
That's so
with
cool.
Yeah.
I respect that a lot.
Be more productive with my day and be more regimented. Now, this is something that I feel like I am doing really well at the moment.
On it. Yeah, you're on it at the moment.
Definitely.
I'm getting like 13 of my 15 things done every day, sometimes even 14 and 15. And I'm making sure that I do them every night. I implement them every day. I make sure that I like properly get to grips with what I need to do, how I need to do them. And just it just makes me feel better for the day. Honestly, I get a weird dopamine rush from doing that little tick at the end, knowing that okay, whatever happens within this day, I've at least done this one thing, or these 3 things, or 5 things, or 7 things, doesn't matter what. And then figuring out what I need to do for the next day so I can further my goals and make sure that this is all finished with.
Yeah.
And the 10th thing is give more concentration with my second semester of psychology. Now that's a sticky one. I'm not really that motivated, but I do need to pass the year, so I have to be. It's more a thing that I have to do rather than I want to do. If I could, I'd just spend all my time on the cocktail page and this, but you know,
that's life for you.
Yeah.
Yep. It also gives me like discipline. Sorry, I'm being nice.
This is the weirdest thing ever, by the way.
Nah, it's not weird. It's not weird. It's not weird.
I don't understand. I really don't understand. You actually physically eat ice?
Yes.
I can't do it. My teeth hurt when I do it, bro.
Yeah, because you got shit teeth, mate.
Why would you even do that to yourself?
What the hell? Why would it's nice.
Wow.
I like biting on stuff. Like, just if a piece of ice comes into my mouth, I bite it.
Man.
I'm sure loads of other people
do it. Still, I reckon leave it at that.
Yeah, you're moving kind of sus, bro.
No, I reckon loads of other people do it. All right, that's my New Year's resolutions done, pretty much.
By the sounds of it, you're fucking smashing them out, mate.
I've gotten a good kickstart to the year, and I plan on continually going for it. Don't plan on like stopping anytime soon.
Don't.
All right, so
love the motivation.
Yeah,
mate, it's great. It's kind of like infectious and like it's I don't know. It feels really good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
and it just feels like I'm heightened. Like I'm like, I can do shit for the day.
Yeah.
I don't have these restrictions. I can do this, and this. When I go to sleep at night, I know that, okay, I've done everything I can for the day. Like last night, I stayed up until like probably 3 a.m. editing the video that we have.
Nice.
That's probably already out.
Be out the week before.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, you know what? I'll give this a rest. I'll export it into my computer. And I've done everything. I've worked until the bare bones, and then woke up 10 p.m. today and continued it on. Yeah.
Nice. Good question for that. Did it export all right as well, by the way?
Yeah, it exported perfectly. So all of it's done. It's at home now. Hopefully uploading it onto YouTube, which I do need to check at some point. But yeah, it will be uploaded today. I wanted to get it uploaded yesterday, but the thing takes so fucking long that But yeah, that's my New Year's resolutions all finished and done. Now, George, do you want to go next on this update?
Yeah, mine will be quick to be fair, because I set like a bit ridiculous ones, but I'm going to base it off like my life goals as well, because I can sort of use them too. So the 3 that I had, I can't remember the third one, so we'll say 2. Right, one was get rich. Was
that's
it's a stupid goal to set, but I'd say I'm making baby steps in order to actually achieve that main.
You reckon you'll get it by the end of the year?
I'm not going to say yes or no, but anything
Okay.
could happen, I think.
All right.
And that's why I say it, because anything could happen in a year,
Mm.
even a month, bro. Look at a month, bro. and
What
look
what sort of stuff? What sort of steps are you taking to get it?
So obviously being more
Let the
consistent.
people know.
Let the people know. Okay, so being more consistent with you two boys, not as consistent, but still consistent on the whole unstructured. We're doing really well with it. Like obviously Imran's mentioned, I'm just gonna go over what he said, but we're doing really well with it, basically, to sum it up. Personally, for myself, for my music brand, I'm reaching out to more people, trying to collab with a few more people, follow a few more people, just sort of watch a couple of videos as well on how to improve my music. I'm in the process of actually making another song as well, which is getting tweaked and blah blah blah. So it's baby steps, and I'm also like emotionally I am sort of focusing on myself as well, because I was sort of like at the start of this lockdown, well, not this lockdown, but when I quit my jobs, I was in a bit of like I'm quitting my jobs to actually, and a career, to actually do something that I've always wanted to dream about and always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Which took a massive step, and then it caught up with me thinking like, shit, why the fuck did I do that? That was not right. But I wasn't really happy in what I was doing, so I think it was the right decision.
You'll
Which I
see it
said
as a good
multiple times.
decision.
Yeah, it'll pay off in the future, I think.
Yeah,
Well, I
man.
hope so. Fingers crossed, touch wood. But
You gotta risk everything to gain everything, right?
Yeah.
yeah, when you have nothing, you've got
Yeah.
everything to gain, bro. So but yeah, I'm sort of focused on myself, going out for walks, watching positive like videos, and obviously you two have helped me a lot. My friends and my family have helped me a lot. So I'm in a decent mental space now, and yeah, I'm just focusing, man, and I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying the holiday sort of thing. So that's that goal, getting like baby steps towards getting rich, baby steps, which is a working process, we'll say.
Nice.
The other one was actually to bring out a song in 2021 in January, and I said it and I delivered. I can't express how sick that is. Like that feeling of actually like I've got one tick on it, and that's out of however many's on that piece of paper. But it's like you said, it's something about it that like lifts you up and makes you go like, you can actually achieve something. Like it's actually, when you as cringy as it is, and as like everyone says, when you put your mind to something, you actually can do it. You just got to take that massive step, or that little step to get to it. To get to actually doing it, or starting. Yeah. So, and it's done really well considering, and that's the thing. I want to address this too, because I haven't said it like as much as I should have. It's not my full potential at all. I understand people are probably looking at this video, if they are, and saying like, yeah, it was shit. That's fine. I understand that. It is my first song. I just need people to like wait on it, sort of thing.
Oh, absolutely. Like, look at many other artists in their first song. It's probably.
Yeah.
Have you heard? Okay, so one thing that I think Ed Sheeran did a couple of years back when he had an interview on the Jonathan Ross show is he brought in a recording of himself singing way back when, in like, I don't know, the early 2000s, like the mid early 2000s. Mate, he sounded shit. He genuinely sounded like utter shit. It was like screeching. And I'm sure there's videos of it now up on YouTube, and definitely go check it out. But he wasn't good. And that's okay, because look at him now. He earns like upwards of like 8 to 9 million a year just from like one record label alone.
Yeah.
And that's just
that's the thing
crazy.
though, isn't it? Like everyone's got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And you can't expect it to be a fucking banger the first ever time you do it. Because the more time you spend doing something, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
Which is why like these artists now who are doing really well, they've got all the experience, so they can keep doing the things that they're now doing. So yeah, just keep going, bro. Keep going.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm to be fair, I'm still happy with it. For my first song, personally, I think it's pretty decent. Like it's expressing my emotion, expressing my story a little bit, which is something that I want to do. I tell my story, so that's a little step towards that too. So
out of curiosity, sorry, just like thinking about it, when lockdown finishes and hopefully we'll be able to go outside, have you ever thought about busking?
Busking?
Yeah,
That's
busking.
not a bad shout.
What's busking?
So busking is basically where you go outside and maybe you take a speaker with you, or you take anything with you, any instruments if you need them, and a mic, and basically you start playing your music and start like singing or rapping to your music outside to other people who are just walking past. Sometimes people will have like a little pot that people can put money into if they'd like to. And I know like there's been quite a few. Like Ed Sheeran got big off of one of the videos that someone uploaded onto the internet, and there's a couple of artists in Brighton who have gotten massively big, like not massively, but they're up and coming now. Sam Tompkins and Ren, to name just two of them. They released a song a couple of years ago that I really loved, and I've kept up with them ever since. But that came from a video of them busking in Brighton. So I was wondering, it got like millions of views as well. Sorry,
I haven't, but potentially in the future I could. When I produce maybe a few more, I don't know if I'll do it for my first one, but I might. You never know. I might. You never know. And this year I could actually give that a go.
I mean, it would just help you. Like, I think one of the things that you have on your life goals thing is to perform a sold out stage, right?
True. That is true.
So in order to practice that would cost no money.
Yeah.
You could literally just go up to other people, like into the street, doesn't matter where, and sort of just do your own thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they like it or not. It's you practicing, not caring about the other people who are looking at you, more so focusing on yourself. And if anyone wants to join in, if anyone wants to help out, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
But you're doing it for yourself, and you're doing it for making sure that when you get to that stage, you're not nervous. You've done this plenty of times. You've done this 100 times before.
Yeah, it will help build that confidence.
Yeah. I was actually going to say, because that's another thing too, is be more confident than I sort of am already. So I haven't, to be fair, I've never actually thought of that idea. So I actually might give that a little go. Thank you. Yeah.
I had the idea of busking ages ago when I was like learning the guitar. I was like, thinking about it. Yeah, it was something that I had in the past. But no, I was just thinking like, maybe I'd see like people that I know and I'd feel embarrassed. But when you go up to London, you'll barely know anyone. There's no one that you'll know,
That's
and you'll have no other nervous sort of feelings towards that, because you won't bump into anyone that you know. Yeah. And if you do, it's very rare.
That's very unlucky as well. Fuck me.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I'll give it a go in the future for sure. Maybe this year. So collab. So I've got collab or feature on a song, or with someone on a song in 2021, which I'm sort of in the process of doing. I am messaging a few people. Just waiting to hear back from them. Really, I've sent the beat and so it's gonna be my newest song when it comes out, which isn't produced or nothing yet. It's still in work in process, like I've said.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm taking little steps to that to get 100 monthly listeners. I'm a quarter of the way there, so that, which is mental. Like,
nice.
No, I'm looking to this guy has actually done pretty well, like stats wise, for my first tune. So thank you to everyone that actually streamed it and listened to it, etc. And messaged me as well. I've had a lot of support from it too, so thank you. And the rest of it is sort of like
it's more later down the line.
Yeah, feature with Gunner. Yeah. I mean, that could.
I mean, they're kind of your life goals, aren't they?
Yeah. So with the whole New Year's resolution and life goals, I'm going to mix them together. And so to sum it all up, I'm making baby steps towards all of them. So
nice.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well then, Dan, that just leaves you.
Yeah, boy.
Just
far
me.
Away.
Yeah.
That's still last, eh?
Wow.
Sure.
I'm joking.
Something like that.
So the first one I had was the get back on the keto diet, which I'm currently now, what day are we? 20 days in to January.
Wow.
Something like that.
Nice.
So there has been one day where I went off it and I cheated it. Because something that like I don't really talk about is like the cravings that you get when you're on it. Like I go through mad cravings, especially like of chocolate and sugar and all the shit you shouldn't eat. So there was one night that I came off it. But the good thing about like my mentality is that I know the next day is back on. Grinding.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I made it a thing that I'll allow myself to have one day. I've made a lot of progress so far. I'll treat myself, and then since that day, it's been constant back on it.
Yeah.
One meal a day, which is
sometimes is that healthy? Tough. Is that one meal a day? I know that you can pack that with a lot, but there's only so much that you can eat, and if you're doing it for a 24-hour period, are you sure that's the healthiest thing to do?
In retrospect, I probably could eat more.
Okay. Space out the meals.
Yeah, so. I probably could. I'm not denying that at all. Like I probably could, and I might reevaluate the way I'm going about it at the moment. But the way I'm rolling at the moment is I'm going to eat when I'm hungry.
Okay.
So I don't want to like focus it down at I'm going to eat at this time. I'm going to eat at this time. It's whenever I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. And at the moment, I'm not getting hungry after I've eaten my big meal. So also another thing I've noticed is if I eat like an hour or two, like an hour before I go to bed, I feel a lot worse in the morning than if I would just not eat and just go through. I wake up in the morning and I feel just a little bit more full of energy. It's so random, but I do.
Okay.
I mean, do something that works, man, and it's obviously working. Like you put a progress picture on your Instagram recently, which is impressive already. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you don't realize it until you make that progression, and I bet you're so hungry for it more. Like now, I bet.
Mm.
Yeah, man. I mean, but like the one fear that I sort of see with that is I get that there's such a thing as overeating, and obviously you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go beyond your means, but there can be a thing of such of undereating or eating the very minimal amount that you can, which I don't think is healthy either.
No, I completely agree. I'd say that if I do get hungry, it's not like I completely, that's it, done. One meal a day. I'm not allowing myself anything more, because the thing I've been noticing recently is I've been staying up a bit later, working on stuff throughout the night. And then by the time I go to bed at like 2, I feel when it gets to 12, I crave stuff. Absolutely crave
That's the same with me.
Yeah. And I find that's because I'm not eating enough during the day. So I recognized that early on, and I implemented a thing that if it gets to like 11 p.m., then don't shy away from the fact that I could eat something. Like I could easily make myself some bacon, could easily make myself a chicken breast. There are stuff that I could do to avoid that. So I'm not, at the start of this, I was probably under eating for sure, just because like I felt comfortable though. It was a comfortable under eating.
Okay.
So it was a weird one, but I have readjusted the fact that if I get hungry at a certain point, don't feel like I need to do this for whatever reason.
I mean, every sort of dietary plan or any plan that you go through will always require reassessment and then a perfection after that. And it's good that you've noticed that and understood that, okay, although I might have gotten it wrong from this point onwards, I'm going to implement this thing so then I don't sort of either burn out or lose ambition for this or do something bad to yourself. Because obviously, like being healthy and having a diet is very important day to day, but there's certain ways of doing it that should be healthy, responsible, and if anyone out there is considering doing, a diet, make sure that either you contact your doctor or you do a lot of research, because everybody is different and you don't know what would be best suited to you and or any of the illnesses or things that you might have. So just a little disclaimer. But it's great.
So I think in terms of like diet and people having specific diets, I think everyone's body reacts different to specific foods you eat. So like my advice is just try everything. Try a vegan diet, go vegetarian, go keto, go carbs, try them all to see kind of what your body reacts best to. And at the moment, I know my body works best on keto, but it's finding out the right balance between not under eating,
of course,
and the actual thing.
All right. So, what are your other New Year's resolutions that you are like improving upon and working towards?
So, my other New Year's resolution was to produce daily content and quality daily content on all platforms. So, while we're recording this, it was this week, but by the time this comes out and everyone listening, it would have been the week prior.
Yeah.
So we're like the 20th or something today, something like 21st today.
21st,
they're the 21st today.
Yeah.
So this will go out on the 30th. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been currently doing this now for 4 days. The schedule that I'm planning on doing is making the daily content easy for me to do. So there's one thing I don't want to do, and that is make myself feel like I have to do something today because that's what I've said. I want to make it fun. I want to make it enjoyable. And the content that I put out, I want it to be something that one can add value to the listener, but to also be kind of something I know something about.
Yeah.
So there's no point me coming out and talking about rugby because I know nothing about rugby.
Yeah, of course.
There's just no point.
Yeah.
So I tailored each day to a specific type of content to make it so much easier for me.
Yeah.
So I love being a very positive character, bringing positive energy and not talking negative vibes. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I made it a thing that Mondays are going to be motivational Mondays.
Okay,
So
nice.
any clips that I've got anywhere of previous episodes or of guests talking or me talking, I've what's the word?
Compiled
them into clips, and put them up on Monday. I've also been recording new episodes on my own, talking about like my mindset, the way that I'm going about things. I'm going to be uploading them on Monday in clips.
Yep.
Tuesdays are training Tuesdays, so all things exercise, nutrition, and diet is going to be on Tuesdays.
Nice.
I've got 2 guests lined up actually as well to come on an episode with me and talk about nutrition, diet, and exercise, which is amazing.
Sick.
Can
you hint that here, or are you just gonna let it
slide?
Okay. Actually, to be fair, one of them might have already been up by the time this is out. I don't want
to. Maybe don't risk it. Go on.
Fuck it. So we've got Paulius, who we've obviously had on the episode before. He's massive into his diet, exercise, and all of that, and he's obviously in really good shape. So, you know, some people may not want to listen to me because I've not got a 6-pack, whereas some people would definitely listen to him.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But again, it comes down to like what you want. Some people don't want a 6-pack, some people do.
Yeah.
So getting him on an episode and going to break that into clips. And a guy called Joe. So his Instagram is Nutrition with Joe.
Yep.
So we follow him on the Instagram, our Instagram altogether.
Yeah.
He follows us. And he's got a degree in nutrition and exercise.
Oh, cool.
So,
great.
You know,
he'll know what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
I'm going to dive right into his brain and talk about all of the stuff he knows.
He's going to have some interesting stuff as well, like stuff that you won't even know, which might even help your diet that you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. Like there are so many things that I'd love to know more about. Like I love learning, and you know, diet and exercise is something I really enjoy. So
yeah, nice.
Learning about that is going to be class.
Yeah.
Wednesdays are for winning Wednesdays. Absolutely anything that's happened that I've succeeded in is going up on a Wednesday.
Nice.
And I'm going to be proud of it. I'm not going to bottle it and be like, oh, like this is good. I've done well here. No, I've owned this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a sick idea like that too.
Yeah, it helps you keep your motivation as well.
Like, absolutely. Because
you can
little wins.
Reflect on it, can't you?
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Go on, Thursdays.
Thursdays, so it's Thinking Thursdays.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pose questions on my Instagram or my Twitter or my LinkedIn to everyone and see what they think about stuff.
Okay.
So rather than just having my own opinion on a certain topic, I'm going to put up a topic or talk about a topic on a video and get people to either a poll where they have to answer what they think is the right answer or what they would do in that situation. Or, you know, for me, a Thursday is all about it broadening my horizons and taking on new ideas. So
I like that.
Thinking Thursdays.
Yeah,
pretty
nice. That's sick.
Nice.
Fridays are going to be my absolute favorite day. Failing Fridays.
Okay.
So we had a bit of a fail today.
We actually did. Yes. So.
Oh, that's gonna be so funny when you put that up.
It's already up, I think.
It is up, and I can't archive it. I'm really annoyed about it. But
that's fine.
Basically, one of the New Year's resolutions that we spoke about on January 1st was that my angle into daily content was going to be something completely different, where I'm going to be raw and true emotions out there, not give a shit, show everyone the goods, but show people the bad as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't show them failing at something. and a lot of people associate failing with being something negative.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. If you fail, you're a bad person. You're not good at this.
Yeah.
But in reality, without failing, you don't know how to get to the actual bit. You can't improve without failing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've already got loads of clips to whack up on Friday.
Nice.
There's been so many go on. Even today, I know people seeing me, you're on my camera, but I was on a live stream on my phone, and I had a glass of water next to me on my Mac, typing away, and all of my water spilt onto my Mac.
Fun.
I could not believe it, because I was live streaming as well, so everyone can see it. And I was like, well, that's going up on Failing Friday. Like, these situations, as shit as they are, I don't really take into account. Like, okay, cool, this is a bad thing, and it could annoy me. Like, if I never get my Mac back, that's going to annoy me. It's going to piss me off.
Yeah.
But it's the attitude of, okay, now what do I do?
Yeah.
Do I get angry at myself? Do I fuel my body with stress and anxiety, or do I just brush it off?
Yeah.
This is chill. Nothing's going on here. And that's exactly the kind of like space I'm in at the moment. So Failing Fridays every Friday.
All right. The weekend.
The big weekend.
So Saturdays are slow Saturdays. There's not going to be anything going on a Saturday.
Cool.
Maybe one post if necessary, but Saturdays, nah, because
fair enough.
You do need time to self-reflect, have your own space, do your own shit.
Yeah, of course.
And Saturdays are big horse racing days. I love horse racing.
Well,
so it's a win-win. I can sit back, feet up, watch the racing, and enjoy my Saturdays.
Yeah. Sundays
is story time Sunday. So this is when the podcast will get released on a Sunday.
Yes, the No Regrets podcast.
No regrets podcast. Yeah, absolutely. That's all that's going to be out on a Sunday. The weekends are very, very minimal.
Well, fair enough. You need to take time for yourself.
You 100%. You can't. As much as I've got the mentality of go, let's do everything that I possibly can. I am self-aware that I need time to chill, to relax.
Of course.
So and Sundays are that.
I think, sorry to interrupt, but I think too, weekends are for you anyway, because you think about just a normal job, Monday to Friday, that's when you go mode, you get paid for it, blah blah blah, or whatever, and then weekends you just chill out, you stick to your own zone, and you just put your feet up and watch the racer, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So I like that schedule, actually. It's really good.
Yeah.
It helps. I suppose it just kind of helps me. It helps me get in the routine of doing something every day.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's good to have a routine.
And knowing what I'm going to upload on a certain day definitely helps.
Yeah,
because as well as targeting my whole fan base and my whole audience, like if you only want diet and nutrition advice, you only have to come on a Tuesday to see it.
True.
Like, you don't have to be on my account every day to see it. On Tuesdays, that's going to be the day that I upload stuff about that.
Yeah, of course.
So it's very tailored to adding value to other people as well, because they know when the content's coming.
And you're sort of grabbing different audience as well. That might be down will come Monday, then people that want to watch something funny will come on Friday. It's quite clever, actually. I like it. It's really clever. 100%. It's good.
Is there any other things on your New Year's resolution list that you feel like you're tackling day by day?
Well, the third and final one that I talked about when we done our episode was saving money and things like that.
It's been a bit early.
It's very difficult to do that at this early stage. But I'd say the good thing about me coming out and saying that New Year's resolution was the fact that I could then come out and tell my story about the gambling.
That's true.
So I'm instantly now accountable for my actions in terms of that. And the fact that I'm not gambling anymore is immediately saving me money.
Yeah,
exactly.
So technically, you actually are.
Yeah,
you started it technically. So that's sick. Nice.
All right. Well, that's great. I think with that pretty much wraps up all of our New Year's resolutions. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel like we've got into the most exciting bits of the podcast.
Yes.
Now,
Here we go.
Can we can we,
I want to
use the toilet before we do it.
Yeah, I really just go to the toilet.
I really need the toilet.
Yeah,
I've been bursting the whole time.
Unreal. Unfucking real.
So, on to the most exciting bit of the video that we've all been anticipating. I'm not going to lie, it's been in the back of my head.
Yeah, the whole time.
Who's gotten closest in terms of the amount of views that George's video has gotten on TikTok?
Right, run over the guesses again. Mine was 30,000.
27.3.
And mine was 70.
I'm scared, bro.
Talk to us, Imran. What's going on?
So I'm just refreshing it, making sure that it's like, okay.
That means it's a low number then.
I believe it has capped off.
Right.
At a good number.
20?
You're not far off. 19.3.
Woo!
19.3 thousand views. It's got 15 likes now.
I won!
Damn!
I won!
Yeah, George's the closest.
That's crazy.
It might have another boost later on. You never know.
Right, we're wrapping it up then, boys.
All right, yes, we are wrapping it up. Thank you for listening to all of our updates on our New Year's resolutions. If you have any New Year's resolutions, make sure you stick to them and keep yourself accountable as we have done. Wherever you're listening to this, whether it's on YouTube, definitely subscribe. Whether it's on Spotify, give us a little follow, maybe even save the episode. If it's on Apple Music, give us a review. If it's on Instagram, say hi, do whatever you want. And that will be us from the Unstructured Podcast. We'll see you next week in a bit.
Take care.
Bye.
Boom.